How many do they? Six. Wow. I saw consecutive. I think it's a tie with Mike and Gerald. Yeah. New sticky note. New sticky note goal.
Does it ever get old going to the Pro Bowl, or how does it feel to be a Pro Bowler once again?
No, I mean it feels amazing. It's a goal I have every year. Obviously, it's just a personal goal, and getting to just hang out and talk with a bunch of guys around the league that we don't necessarily get to have conversations with and spend time with during the season. I think it's a great time. That's my favorite part. Yeah, I mean that might be what I'm most proud of. Is just guys around the league. Give me a vote, however it may be, because that's how I look at guys. It's like, I don't know, it just means a lot. It really does.
This was not a typical start of the year for you, obviously. Late knee surgery.
Yeah.
You're a guy that ruminates about whether your standard is going to be your standard.
Yeah.
What does it mean to have fought through that and get to stay at this level?
Yeah, that was a big thing for me. This one means a lot just because of all that. I was, really skeptical. I was like, will I be able to play like myself? And I think these past couple of weeks, I feel more like myself, than I have all year. So, yeah, getting this honor, means the world to me. And yeah, it's been an up and down year. It's been a frustrating year. It's been, a lot of stuff has not gone how I wanted it to, injury wise. But yeah, to keep fighting through and keep battling, having all the guys in here have my back, and keep pushing me to be better and get better. It's what more can you ask for?
They said you guys still have everything in front of you, in spite of things not going your way this year as you were.
Yeah, it's crazy to keep saying that, but it is. It's still ours for the taking. We just got to do everything we can to get it done. Honestly, like I said last week, we just got to get to the dance. Honestly, it's that simple. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be anything at this point. We're 7-8. Just get there. Just get there and then let's make some noise.
When you say you feel more like yourself, is it just because of injuries, or is it anything else?
I think just a combination of everything. Injuries I've had this year, and then missing out on all those reps in training camp. That's when you get your timing down, your footwork down, your hands, your eyes, your feet, everything. And I started practicing, and then I think it was the next week. I was playing the Eagles, so just doing. I was rehabbing. Then I was like, okay, they're like, you can start practicing. Then I was like, all right, let's go. And then it was on to the Eagles. So just not having all those reps for me, mentally was okay, I don't know. I didn't have time to necessarily. I don't even know how to say it, but just get that comfortability and that confidence back. Coming off of I didn't have a major knee surgery, but I was on crutches for 6 weeks. And then basically started playing. So yeah, to just find my set again during middle of the season was tough, but the whole line had my back. Graham had my back. Ben had my back. Charlie, Mike, Luke, Cody, everybody, so, they mean the world to me. And now to get a Pro Bowl this year is, I got a little emotional about it this morning just because, I had those, you have those thoughts are you going to be, how's it going to go? Are you going to be yourself? I think everyone does after surgery, but yeah, I was excited.
And team-wise, I know you didn't get the win, and you've been saying it, everybody's been saying it, the back's against the wall, there's no tomorrow, but having those guys healthy, now it's another week, and Mike back,
Yeah.
and now you see Godwin's getting better,
Mhm.
McMillan. I mean, were you feeling that, though, out there?
Yeah, I think absolutely. I mean, just getting those guys back in general was kind of a little boost for us. I mean, everything they did to get back. I mean, J-Mac broke his neck, that's, and here he is playing football, getting tackled, catching balls, doing everything. Mike broke his collarbone, just to have those guys back and to know what they went through to get back here and fight with us, once again this season, it's extremely impressive. I think it just brings a boost to everybody. We had a game plan going into that game, run the ball 30 times. I think the Panthers were 2-15 when they had the ball ran on them more than 30 times, and that was our game plan. We got to do that, and obviously, it didn't work out how we wanted to, but we did that. I think we're averaging a little over 5 a carry, something like that. But they're 3-15 now. It's when somebody runs the ball on them 30 times. It's tough, but we did what we wanted to do. Game plan wise, but again, having those guys back and now hopefully moving forward, them getting again back in rhythm with Baker and everything like that. They missed a long time, so hopefully everything's gonna start rolling now.
You've talked
Last one, please.
about like getting rid of the negative self-talk,
Mhm.
games and things like that.
Yeah.
How do you do that on a team level, especially when things haven't been going your way?
Yeah, that's tough. I think we say it all the time, attitude and effort. I think that's how you come in the building, how you go to meetings, how you go out to practice, whatever it may be. But attitude and effort, those are two things you can control. That's what I tell the O-line that. But I don't know. On a team, it's tough. Everyone kind of has their has their own routine, has different ways to go about things. But that's the biggest thing I could say is attack every day. We don't have a ton of these opportunities that are left guaranteed. What have we got? One practice this week, and beside that, I guess we probably gonna do walk through all this week. So, a couple opportunities that are guaranteed left. Take advantage of them. It goes fast. I mean, Levante's in year 14. To him, it probably feels like it flew by. So, don't have a lot of opportunities, and just make the most of them.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
This goes every year, carry around on the wall and all that, but
Yeah.
all Pro Bowl has to be right there. What does it mean to you to have that kind of consistency after last year with the injuries and everything?
Yeah, it means a lot. That's what I work for every year. I have goals. Have them on my phone. I don't really show too many people, but it's one of them. And, I'm just blessed to be in this position to achieve one of those.
I'm sure, I know it feels great, but I know you're a big team.
Mm-hmm.
So, how much would it mean for you? I know it's a great year to have a Pro Bowl, but how much would it mean for you, man, to get these two games and to get
Yeah.
into the postseason?
Yeah, that's the number one ultimate goal to get to the playoffs. So these next two games we got to bring it, and that's the most important thing to me right now. And I know the team knows that as well. So we're just trying our best to make sure that happens.
And also, you know how it goes in the NFL, man. A lot of times, sometimes there's a lot of jobs at stake.
Yep.
Not only for players, but for coaches as
Mhm.
well. Head coach, how much you guys playing for Todd Bowles?
A lot. He's a player's coach. Love playing for him, and so that's why all these these games come down. We have to win because you know how the league is and how the business side of things works. So we're playing for everybody here.
You have a rookie quarterback. What have you seen? He's only got one game of tape.
Yeah.
How are they different? I know they run the ball very well.
Yeah, they're a little different between him and Tua, and we only have like the last game to watch on them, so I've been able to look at them a little bit. But they're different playing styles. Obviously, where he's right-handed, Tua's left-handed, so that's a little difference in there. But he can play. So we got to make sure that we do our job.
Particularly when it comes to their run game. There's a lot of very unique looks
Yeah.
that the team uses.
Yeah.
What are you seeing on tape with just how unique is it as far as
Mhm.
the use of motion and different personnel
Yeah.
groups, and how important is that when there's so much eye candy to make a game go offense just to
Yeah.
be on your P's and Q's and make sure you're paying attention?
Yeah, everybody has to do their job, and you got to read your keys this week. A lot of motions, a lot of flash, and a lot of people moving. So you got to make sure you're detailed on your guy and what you're supposed to do within the scheme of how they're running things. So it's gonna be tough, but we got to make sure we get it done.
Nobody wants to go through the stretch that the team has gone through lately. So, how do you maintain positivity and continue
Yeah.
to, dig deep and get out of this and hopefully reach the postseason?
Yeah, that's the league. That's playing in the NFL. You just got to keep showing up, keep putting the work in, and just make sure that when you're stacking these days, make sure this should carry on over through. If we can make it to the playoffs, these days, we got to remember what it's like being like this, so we can use that as energy and motivation when we're out there on the field to make things happen at the end of the day.
Given the current situation, has anyone really stepped up in the locker room and been a voice of morale?
I feel like a lot of guys have in different areas. Just saying stuff when stuff needs to be said, whether it's on the sideline during the game, hey, we need to tighten up, we need to do this and that. But I feel like overall it's coming from everywhere. I feel like.
Jamal was an alternate, but big reward for him.
Yeah.
What do you see with him step out?
Yeah, he's been balling. Interceptions, forced fumbles, pass breakups. He's been doing it all this year. So wish he would have got in and got that one. Hopefully he can get in with alternate. Yep.
Appreciate the kind words.
Yes, sir, Dean. Of course.
What's the greatest Christmas gift you've ever received?
The greatest Christmas gift. What's been the greatest gift? That's a tough one. I'm not sure. I've had a lot of Christmas gifts over the years. I can't name one thing that I enjoyed the most, but yeah, that's a tough question. I got to think about that a little bit more.
And then which one of your teammates deserves coal in their stocking, and then which one does not deserve any coal?
I don't think any of my teammates deserve coal, so I ain't gonna throw nobody under the bus. I think everybody deserves some gifts this year.
Baker said Sterling deserves.
Sterling, okay. If anybody, I would say him too. If anybody, I say
Sterling, dude, that
definitely Shep. Definitely Shep.
All right, guys, that's all for Antoine. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Appreciate it.